Hey, what's going on, y'all? Cody here, Carolina Custom Classics. Today I'm going to give you a little look over of the 1950 Mercury I just picked up about a week ago. I'm going to show you what I've been doing to it. I'm trying to get it to go today. I bought some points and condenser and plugs and plug wires and cap and all that good stuff. I want to see if I can get it to fire up, but I kind of done put a lot of it on, so I've been kind of slack doing the filming. But I'm about to change that. I'm going to do the video today and hopefully get some more coming soon. I got some more new stuff coming in, and I'll be glad to show that off to you. But I'm going to show you what I've done today and show you what I got going on, and hopefully we're going to get it cranked today. But you know how it is and how it goes. I mean, if you deal with the old cars, you're going to know how it goes. But I'm hopeful. I done set the point gap and everything. I'm charging up the battery to do a little compression testing and see what we got. I done the compression about a week ago when I first got it. Most of them was reading none, but then I got some back up. I put some ATF in it. I got some up to 130, some like 75, some 100, 115, some still reading 0. I'm gonna check the compressions, just see what happens. And then I don't have the key. It didn't come with the key when I got it, so I'm jumping it off the starter solenoid. I'll show you how I got that going, so y'all might can learn from that. And alright, let's check it out. Alright, so there she is. She's got a little surface rust, nothing major. Got a little front floor pan work I need to do to it. Got suicide doors on it. That looks pretty good. I love it, really. Reminds me like the old 30s and 40s gangsters and Al Capone and all that good stuff. Needs a little glass here and there and all that kind of stuff. Overall, I mean, it's a good solid car. It's definitely one of my favorites so far that I've got over here. Got the original Flathead Merc. Got the Holly 885 FF carb side draft. It was completely seized up when I got it, but I rebuilt it, and now I mean it works good. Everything is good there. I should have probably filmed it, showed you how I rebuilt it, because I couldn't find a video on YouTube. I should have filmed it, but I don't know. It's been kind of feeling rough. Had a little head cold there for a little while. I mean, not the corona, but just a little sniffle, and I'm still kind of getting over that. But I put in new plug wires. I couldn't find them already made, so I had to make them myself. I should have filmed that and done a video on it, but you know, we'll get to that later on down the road. Got a new cap, nice and pretty. About to put in new plugs. Got a new coil. I done put in. I done put in points, condenser. Done set the gap. I have no idea what I just knocked off, but we'll worry about that off camera. I got the 12-volt battery out my 55 Ford down here, and it's dead, so I'm charging it. But I don't have the key, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking the positive off the battery, or the starter, goes straight to the starter. I'm jumping it off this post, which goes straight to the positive on the battery. That's how I'm going to crank it, or at least that's how I'm turning it over, and I hope to crank it. So here's the points that I bought, standard, and they are FD88 or 8081T is the part number. I got some blue streak condenser. I don't know if I got the part number on it. It's FD75. The rotor button is a FD105. Spark plugs, I'm going auto light 216s. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm gonna check the compression, see if we gained any. If not, you know, no big. I'm gonna still try to crank it today. I'll show you the inside of the cab. I mean, the seats need redone. And like I said, I need front floor pan patches, but I always buy sheet metal, and I make all my own floor panels and everything. But windshield looks good, and driver's side glass, and you know, all this glass looks good except for that crack out of it right there. But like I said, it is what it is. It's 70 years old, and I love it, man. It's gonna be a sweet ride. I got me an ignition in here that I'm trying to wire up wherever it is. It's under there somewhere, but I got a brand new 12 volt universal ignition. Trying to wire that up. That way I can at least turn it over in here. But yeah, one interesting thing, I have no idea what it is yet, but I have a condenser under the dash, and I don't know what that goes to. But I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, that's her. Door shut easy. Like I said, it's all original. This one here was another one of my family cars. So, got it from my great uncle, and I'm gonna keep it in the family. It was my grandpa's at one time, and just like my 55 up there on the hill. Yeah. I got in a 48 Cadillac body shield. I need the frame for, if any of y'all know where a good frame is, I could use it. I picked up a 52 Ford sitting up here. It's got the Flathead Ford in it. We're going to do a video on it too. But for today, we're doing this bad boy. Alright, be right back with you. Alright, so I checked the battery. It's reading good, like it's charged. Where's the negative? Alright, negative. I'm still trying to charge it while I crank with it. Trying to show you what I was talking about jumping it. My hand's kind of close to the fan here, so I'm trying not to lose my hand. So I'm grabbing it using this needle nose, and I take it and I jump it. We should get spark. The engine will turn over. But we're not, of course. So what's the deal? There's always something, man, I tell you. Let's try it again. Well, let me figure out what's the problem here. I apologize. Alright, so I put the battery on charge. I ran up to my town, got me some oil, drained it. I know it's cheap, but I'm just putting in some cheap oil just for this first couple cranks, and I'm hoping that it's gonna flush out a lot of the contaminants. That way, you know, after 3 or 4 cranks, you know, and get it running and everything, I'll drain it again, put some good oil in it. And I want to make sure that I'm not getting no water in it or anything like that. So that's why I always put cheap oil in it at first, just to get it to crank and get everything lubed up, cleaned up. And then, like I said, I'll put better oil in it. But anyways, this holds 5 quarts. I'm going to go ahead and throw in these 5 quarts, disconnect my coil wire, and put on my cap. And see if we can spin it over again. Like I said, battery's been charging. So it should crank now, or at least turn over for right now, and we'll see what happens. Alright, and may I add that I'm going to put in the spark plugs after I check the compression, because I don't want no ATF that's remaining to get onto the, the new plugs. So I'm going to rather get it the old plugs with, if there is any still in there, which I doubt. Most of it was in the oil pan. But if there is still any, I'd rather get a little bit on them old plugs than the new plugs. Just, I mean, it ain't going to do nothing but smoke a little bit, but I'd rather just get them on the old plugs. But alright, well, that's dripping now, and I got 4 more to go, and I'll be back with you. Alright, so 5 quarts has been added. I want to check it. If I can get it focused, it ain't going to focus. But we're full, so that's all you need to know. Alright, back in she goes. I'm going to put on the battery and see if it'll turn over now. Battery's in. Reach down here and grab the positive on the starter. Positive to the battery. And we're still not getting nothing. Okay. Okay, I'll be back. When I get something, I'll be back with you. And we'll figure out what the problem is. 2 hours later. Alright. So what the problem was is the ground that goes to the block. Let me see if I can find it on camera. Right there. I had to take that off. It got a little corroded somehow. I don't know how, but took that off and gave it a good little sanding, put it back on, and now she's working good. I went ahead and skipped a little bit and put in the new plugs. Here's what the old plugs look like. So that's the old plugs. Not too bad. I can get it to focus. A little bad, not too bad. And like I said, that moisture on there is ATF and stuff, but alright, so I got the cap back on, everything, got some starting fluid. I mean, I don't know if there's old fuel in the tank or not. I don't even know if the line's going to the tank or any good, but we're going to down try it. I'm going to switch the key on. I checked that before I put the cap on. If I switch the key on, I got that wired right, that the points start popping when I pop it with a screwdriver, so we're getting fire to the points. So yeah, we're going to try and see if we can get it to crank. I'm going to shoot some ether down in the carb and see what happens. Everything should be good to go. I'm going to go in here and switch on the ignition. And see what happens. May have to pause it to do this. Be back. Cut on the ignition switch, and look at that. Blinker light's working. I wonder if the other one works. No, the other one ain't working. That one does though. Huh. And that's something. Gotta look over my mess. I like to throw my parts down and put on. Somehow or another I got a park light on at me. Oh, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Let's shoot some starting fluid in the carb. The only bad thing I don't like about that carb is it is on the side and makes it kind of hard to get to, but we're gonna try it. See what happens. And may need to go get some help to do the filming, But we'll give it a try with that and see what happens if it attempts to want to crank or something to that effect. You know the deal. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is take this. If I can get it to focus. Then you just take it and don't drop it like me. Oh my goodness. I must get nervous for the camera or something. Alright. So you take her. There you go. That's how it is. Alright. I'm gonna go try and get some help with the camera so I can work with the car and see what happens. I'm getting a little smoke from something. Must be trying to do something. What the hell is smoking? I don't know. First time I've done that. As soon as I put the ether in it, then it started to smoke. I don't know, maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that means something's burning. And hopefully it ain't wires. Alright, I'll be back with you. Alright, pause it. Well, I'm going to end this video here. Didn't get it to run today. I don't know if it's the lack of fuel problem, getting it in through that side draft carb, or is it lack of compression? It could be one of those two. I'm not getting spark or I'm not getting something. So, anyways, my battery's about dead. It's getting dark. My battery on the car is dead. My phone battery is about dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I may go ahead and post it up on YouTube tonight, and we might post up another video of actually getting it running, or I may just resume from here with this one tomorrow. But alright, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned to see it run. Alright, day 2, what's going on, y'all? So, I'm hoping that it was not cranking because of a lack of fuel. So I went uptown, got me some gas. I ran me a fuel line from there into the tank. Hopefully I can spin it over and get some fuel to build up in that little brown bowl back there. And hopefully by priming the carb a little bit with some starter fluid and turning it over, I can get it to crank today. But I'm going to do a little messing around first. See if we're going to even get it to, you know, fill up the bowl back there, and see if we can get fuel in the carb and all that good stuff. I'm positive I'm getting spark. That's no problem there, because the other day, I don't know if you can notice or tell on camera, but I was getting a lot of smoke. So if I'm getting smoke, I must be getting spark. So since I'm getting spark at the plugs, I'm not worried about that. You know, this ain't my first rodeo with setting points and everything, so I'm sure everything is fine. Like I said, it's either a fuel or compression, and I'm hoping it's fuel, because hopefully if I can get it to crank, you know, I can build back maybe a little bit of compression as the engine heats up a little bit, and etc, etc. So, like I said, I'm going to tinker at this. If the rain will hold off, as you can tell, it's a little misty out, and I'm, you know, already a little stuffy. So, like I said, I might not be out here too long. I'll give it a little go about, and, you know, it is what it is. If I can get it, I get it. If not, you know, I'll go ahead and post the video, and maybe next weekend, if it ain't raining, which seems to be raining every dang going weekend. But, or at least every day I'm off, it seems to be raining or storming or something going on. But anyways, we're going to see what's going to happen and see if we can get this old bad boy to crank up and come back to life. But, alright, stay tuned. Alright, so I tried it. We're not getting no fuel coming out the fuel pump. So, I'll take it. It's no good. So, I do have this little junk electrical fuel pump. It might work. I mean, we're going to hook it up and see. I tested it and it works, so we're going to try it. I'm going to do this into the gas tank. This one here into the gas tank. Then I'm going to put a hose on this one, connect them to it. Hopefully it'll push it into the carb, and we'll possibly get fuel. I have no idea. We're trying. I don't know. It's been a journey, I'll tell you that much. Tell you what, it was a lot more work than what was told that it had to be. Tell you that much. But you know, it's nothing personal or anything. It's typical. Anyways, I'm gonna try to wire this up, hook it up. I'll be back with you. Wish me luck. Alright, so what I've done with my fuel pump is I ran the green wire to the positive and the black to the negative. I got this big hose that's going to go down. Actually, I'm going to pour gas into that, pick it up and put it over here, and get the fuel out of that. But anyways, so when I take the negative here and I touch it, fuel pump kicks on. We're sucking out this end, obviously, and it's going straight into the carburetor off the line that went into the mechanical fuel pump. So we're going straight into the carb. I'm hoping that's going to give me gas in there. I'm not sure. I mean, but we're going to find out. So anyways, let me get some stuff figured out, and maybe try and get somebody out here to help me film. I need to get me one of them tripods and get me a actual camera. That way I don't have to use my cell phone. Anyway, stay tuned. Alright, so I couldn't get no help to film, so I got you propped up on the fender. I can just do it like this, I guess, and see what happens. Go ahead and pour me some fuel in my jug. Probably didn't need that much, but we mean business. Alright. So, that down in there, like so. We're gonna sit you trying to think of a good spot for you to sit, kind of out of the way. I guess that's as good as any. Take this, put over that, no spark or anything, just in case we get a spark. We don't need no problems. Alright, take this, put that there. I'm gonna go turn on the key. Y'all hang tight. Alright, so I'm going to take off the negative. Come on now. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to stick it down in there. Alright. we got fuel pump working. Get the throttle some spins. And get it to prime up. Alright. Here we go. Well, that didn't work. Let's try and regroup. Battery died on me. Of course. I'm gonna pause you here. Alright, so the fuel pump ain't no good. It ain't pushing nothing out. It's sucking, but it ain't pushing nothing out for some reason. It must be clogged up or something. It's been sitting around for a long time. But it is what it is. We ain't gonna get the Mercury crank today. I'm gonna order me a inline fuel pump. When it gets here, I'll put it in and see if we start getting some fuel. Stupid cats. Anyways, I appreciate y'all watching and stay tuned for the progress, and we're gonna get her going. It'll be probably next weekend, hopefully. But if I get, you know, a day off or something before then, I'll definitely let y'all know and we'll get her to go. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a blessed day and stay tuned.